To improve the group performance, we've looked at a number of ways of trying to improve the performance of our people, to raise their performance by 1 or 2 notches. And to do that, we've set up this pretty wide and extensive coaching, right from top management, cascading right through all the businesses.
The programme started with 45 of our most senior executives going to Henley to do the Senior Accredited Coach programme. They've done lots of coaching, but we also keep the learning alive by providing periodic masterclasses.
Today I've come along to do a masterclass on the DILACT model. When I went to Henley, I learned about the GROW model, which was quite an indirect form of coaching, and some of our other people have been learning about a different model which is much more focused on improving performance of our people.
My name is Simon Summers and I'm a project director with VT Group. I've done lots of jobs actually with VT. I've spent 20 years working with them, so I've done engineering jobs, sales jobs, general management. Coaching is, in my view, a very useful technique. You don't have to go into a formal coaching session with somebody to actually get the benefits of what we learned at Henley. You can use coaching technique with people. You can have a very short coaching session, perhaps 2 minutes, 5 minutes in a corridor, and you can get across a coaching point.
After Henley, we put over 200 managers through a shortened, more practical course with Roffey Park. One person who went on the Roffey course was Mick Cook, who manages the team responsible for maintaining BA's fleet of specialist vehicles at Gatwick.
Coaching has helped me to use the GROW model as a framework for discussion with the guys. So it's helped me to establish goals, both individuals and from business needs goals with the individuals, understand where they are and what their issues are, and actually get the solutions to some of those problems out of the individuals. You know it's there, and it's nice to see it when the light comes on and the guy actually realises he can employ or use what he thinks was a good idea in the first place by working together on it, and then we get an outcome and we go forward. So it's massively helped us to establish where we are and where we want to go forwards as a business.
The benefits that are starting to come through, I can see much more in the management teams that obviously I interface with more often, and the confidence that they get dealing with their direct reports. Obviously they've had a much more open dialogue with the people that they've coached, and the confidence level at the management level, the next management level, you can start to see coming through. And it ends up with a much more open relationship because people just feel more comfortable, and people feel more comfortable because they understand their strengths and weaknesses.
One unexpected bonus of the coaching programme is that we've started doing cross-organisational coaching. VT does a lot of work with the Royal Navy, and Commodore Luke van Beek explains how this has been beneficial to them.
I think that organisations often are challenged by being reflective, to be reflective. I mean, they're just not, are they? I mean, you know, they tend to get on with the day job, they tend to worry about the now, and I think coaching lets everybody in the organisation think rather more about the future, think how they're going to fit in, what the organisation's going to look like in the future.
Another interesting example is we're working with the Met Police. We maintain and service all their vehicles. DCI Jackie Keddy, Head of Coaching, explains.
The coaches that have been on our coaching programme and the coaches that have been on the VT coaching programme buddy coach each other, which is a wonderful opportunity for external coaches to buddy coach each other from a different organisation at no cost.
In terms of interfacing with the customer, where some of our employees have been coaching customers, which is quite an interesting concept. For a start, I think our customers relish the idea of having that form of external coaching. I think it's part of the bond, part of the partnership that we like to create with our customers. And again, it goes back to how it's improved the domestic performance of our employees. Why not the relationship between us and our customers developing so that, again, we understand strengths and weaknesses, how to get the best out of each other, and part of that whole partnering concept where we can now work together, feeling that we've actually got common goals, because partnering at the end of the day is all about having the common goals.
Partnering is very important to lots of organisations, and I firmly believe that, particularly with VT, that partnering has always been about relationships. I think having a coach who is in VT has been pretty useful in helping to build that relationship.
Being a detective, I have forensicated the contract, and there is nothing in the contract between the Met Police and the VT group that mentions coaching. However, it has helped us to help them understand our needs and for us to understand their needs as well. And it's given a greater insight and empathy between the two organisations.
The ultimate benefits to VT long term is the impact it will have hopefully on all our employees, right from senior management right down to bringing in the apprentices, the trainees, the graduates, where they see this open culture where they get helped to improve their people skills, because a lot of this is all about people skills and confidence and getting the best out of people that you work with on a daily basis. And I think when we've achieved that, from top to bottom in the organisation, then we'll have arrived.
I think a coaching approach across VT should really help the business to develop. Ultimately, we need to develop people. We need to develop those individuals within the business so that they can actually take decisions themselves. And coaching is very much trying to use a style of management that allows people to develop within themselves to actually push the business on.
I think the coaching programme itself, it's a very positive thing that I think VT's entered into. It certainly helped me. It certainly established, as I say, a framework for just approaching all these things using such simple tools. So I massively support it. I think it's great.
I have been on the coaching programme myself. One, I enjoyed it. I think I got a lot more out of it than I thought I was going to get out of it. And God help the people I ended up coaching.
Everybody wants to improve their performance by a certain amount, and I know we talk about the couple of notches, but essentially quite often it's something personal that's holding you back, something that you know you could do better if only you had an idea of the way to start to do it. And so for me, what coaching's been about is helping that individual to identify ways in which they can be better at what they do.